Welcome back to my channel. I'm the Sugar Muse, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a pineapple dream cake, aka pineapple sunshine. So here I have pineapple juice, canola oil, sugar, egg whites, egg yolks, vanilla, salt, baking powder, and buttermilk. So in my bowl I have my flour. To this I'm going to add my salt, my baking powder, and most of my sugar. Doesn't have to be exact, just eyeball 3/4 cup. You want just enough left to whip your egg whites. Gonna give that a quick mix. So now I'm going to add my oil. Stir it around just a little bit. Don't have to go crazy with it. Just want to moisten the flour. So to my oil cup, I'm going to add the pineapple juice, egg yolks, vanilla, and my buttermilk. Now I'm going to take this incredibly small whisk and mix that up. You could also use a fork, but you know, I'm fancy. So I'm going to add my mixture to my flour bowl. Just drizzle it in. Let it mix up for about a minute or two. Just want your batter nice and smooth. So that's done, and now I'm going to whip my egg whites, which are going to be folded into this liquid batter. Here are my egg whites. And I'm going to whisk those with the whisk attachment until they are foamy. You could also use a hand mixer. It takes slightly longer, but it's just as effective. We're getting there. You see those tiny bubbles are foaming up at the top. So now I'm going to start adding my sugar in. Just add some while it's mixing, a little bit at a time till you get it all added in. And we're going to let that continue whipping at high speed. My mixer's on a 10 until you form stiff peaks, and I'm going to show you what those look like. This isn't quite stiff enough, so we're going to go a little bit longer. You don't want to go too far, because then your egg whites will be dry and hard to incorporate into your batter. Yeah, perfect. So now I'm going to take about half of my egg whites, add them to my batter, and I'm going to fold that in. You want to be gentle. You don't want to deflate the egg whites. You just want to incorporate them and lighten up that batter so that the next addition of egg whites is easier to fold in. As you can see, it's already lightening it up. It's not so dense and liquidy. It's lighter and fluffier. So now I'm going to add the remaining egg whites and repeat the process of folding. Be very gentle. So here is my prepared pan. It's an 8x8 square pan. I'm just going to make sure that there are no large lumps of egg whites. And I'm going to pour that in and get this baked. It takes approximately 30 minutes, but keep an eye on it for the last 5 or so minutes, just to make sure. A toothpick should come out clean, no wet batter, maybe a few moist crumbs. Then it's done. Into the oven she goes. So here I'm going to make my pineapple topping and my whipped cream topping. So here I have heavy cream, cream cheese, vanilla pudding mix, crushed pineapples, sugar, powdered gelatin, and vanilla. I'm gonna add my powdered gelatin to my sugar and mix that up. That stops the gelatin from clumping once it's added to the heavy cream, because the gelatin clumps when you add it to liquid. So we want to avoid that. So we're gonna use the sugar as a buffer. So to my mixing bowl, I'm just going to add my cold whipping cream, also known as heavy cream. And I'm going to add that gelatin and sugar mixture, just sprinkle it over. I'm going to add my vanilla, and this is going to be beaten at high speed. But first I'm going to mix my crushed pineapple, my vanilla instant pudding powder, and this is going to look a little odd. It's going to thicken up very quickly because of the starch in the pudding powder, but that's okay. It'll all come out in the wash. It'll be fine. So just mix it well. So now I'm going to take my cream cheese and I'm going to take my spatula and mash it up. You can do this with a mixer as well, but I mean, why dirty extra dishes? So I'm just going to mix that up, soften it a little bit so that I can mix it into my pineapples more easily. Now you do want this to be room temperature, because trust me, doing it from the fridge is a little bit more difficult because it's so cold. So now I'm going to mix that into my pineapple vanilla pudding mixture. If my house was quiet enough, I would make this into an ASMR video with all the sounds. So I just added a little bit more pineapple. You could add or subtract to your liking. But since it's a pineapple sunshine cake, we really want to play up the pineapple flavor. So here we are mixing the heavy cream, which is basically going to become like Cool Whip for us. That's what the gelatin is going to stabilize the mixture so that it does not separate and turn back to liquid in the fridge. Here we go. You don't want to go too far. Perfect right where it is. If you keep mixing, you'll end up with sweetened butter. And although delicious, that's not what we're looking for in this instance. So I just smooth out my pineapple cream cheese topping. And over that, I am going to spread my whipped cream mixture. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to cake decorating, so even this little homely sheet pan cake gets special treatment. There's my whipped cream. Just put it on and spread it out. You can use the back of a spoon. You don't have to have special tools for this. But since I have them, I figured I might as well use them. Now I did leave my parchment long so that I could just lift the cake out when it's time for slicing. You could also slice it and serve directly from the pan. So here I'm going to cover it well in plastic wrap and refrigerate it for a few hours. Overnight is best for enjoyment the next day. This is best served cold. So here is my delicious cake with a little garnish of pineapple on top. I hope you liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe below. Let me know how much you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.